All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Peas, and this is Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD. This game released in 2019 as a remaster to the original Wii launch title. So I love doing this intro every time I run this game. So remember playing with this remote? We're now able to play with analog controls. So the main change is of course having to use analog as opposed to gyro controls because some of these stages, they were definitely super duper difficult to play with the Wii remote. But I think my favorite change of all is the fact that we get to play as this little blue blur right here. He's the best character in the game and the fastest character to use for the run. And you may notice that I'm not doing this in time attack, which we'll explain as we get into the run here. But before we go into World 1, I have an amazing commentator. Would you like to introduce yourself?
OMG, I'm amazing. Hi, I'm Limey. I play this game and also other Monkey Ball games. I'm also a mod for quite a few of the games. I know a lot about this game. I also know a lot about Peas. I'm communicating with him right now telepathically.
Literally. this is just our thing at this point. So, fair warning, if we start just bantering, just mid-run because I've played this game so many times, this is just how we vibe. But in any case, we're gonna be playing through all worlds, which includes the funny boss fights, and that's pretty much that. So, as always, Limey, would you like to give me an amazing countdown?
Yeah, I'll give you a countdown. Okay, get ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, ready, go.
Nice. You didn't troll me this time with the...
I didn't troll you this time. My bad.
So another thing that I forgot to mention is that Banana Blitz is actually, I would argue, the second Monkey Ball game to introduce a gimmick that basically that cumulates into the core gameplay. Of course, the first game was like, Monkey Ball Adventure with the power-ups and such, but that was only restricted to the adventure mode. But here, this is where Sega truly decided to be like, how about we have players do something a little different with their marble rolling gameplay,
Yeah, if you're used to seeing marble roller runs or like other Monkey Ball runs on GDQ, those games don't have jumping. This is like the only game other than technically Banana Mania that has jumping in it as like a core mechanic. So everything is like pretty different. It's like a new Monkey Ball game in the sense that there's no boosting. It's just kind of using your cardinal directions and knowing how to like take advantage of those, and then spacing out your jumps so you can gain speed without like losing speed like on slopes and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's really hard to optimize, and Peas is like absolutely like the goat at this game. Like he's like minutes better than everyone else.
Yeah. Granted, I will say I've not been playing this game as much. I've been doing a lot of other things like Mario Kart, Puyo Puyo, just playing a lot of other games. But Monkey Ball is just my home. It's just I love the series so much. And we're going through a very important skip here. So we're just going to get up to the second ring over here, turn back. Hopefully we get this. Nice.
Top tiers.
So
yeah, this game also has like character stats. So yeah. He's kind of talked about it before. All of the characters in this game have different stats. Yan Yan is typically like the best for like time trial in like the modes where you don't play as Sonic, but Sonic is just the best in like every single skill except for like one. So he's just the best for this. So pretty much everyone like has to play as Sonic. I personally play Mimi because I don't mind being a little bit worse to like play the character that I like. Unfortunately, Mimi is not good in some of the other games with character stats.
Some of the other games.
Mad about that.
A certain new Monkey Ball game that I just released.
Too soon.
It's all good though. So this is, in my opinion, the worst part of the game. We have to play bosses, but thankfully we have another category. What is this RNG?
You're
can we get
getting so lucky.
Oh, come on, 4 for 4.
4 for 4. 4 for 4?
Yeah, let's go.
4 for 4? Okay. All I'm saying, a $4 donut train for getting actually just like the best luck of all time on this boss, that would be appreciated.
The funny thing is, that wasn't even fast either. The fastest IL time is like a 90A, but that's with the bird having like no cooldown. So every part of that interaction is RNG. The cycle, the cooldown, and everything thereafter. So Okay.
Exclamation donate in chat, by the way.
All right, so this is where the run truly begins. World 2. Don't be surprised if I take a death, because I'm going to go for very difficult skips towards the end of World 2, and again, they're not easy, and also, you know, with the Unity engine, they're not too consistent. Okay, cool. We got the bounce there. So
yeah, this game was the like Monkey Ball like inconsistent Unity engine game before the more popular Monkey Ball inconsistent Unity engine game. It's weird that there's a few of those, but like, yeah, this is like the one where it's like you can do the hard strats and you just like get unlucky sometimes.
Right. So speaking of which, we have a strat that was actually in the Wii version. If I can get this, that looks good. Yeah, do a little safety bounce at the end just to get into the goal. So in this game, you can actually cancel all your momentum after landing. You couldn't do that in Banana Blitz. Like you could slow down after a jump, but your momentum would slightly still be preserved, and which can really mess up your landing in some cases. Okay, cool. Now,
you even talk about bridge collision. I just realized.
Yeah, so actually, I was practicing last night, and I was like, you know what? I play so much competitive. I'm gonna call it instant collision now, because
that's like that's funny.
Like I can't tell what the game wants to do to me. So I mean, either it's intentionally making me lose, or basically what that entails is if I touch any part of the collision, the game will just choose whatever it wants to do to me. I can like lose all my speed. Okay.
Yeah, you can just randomly gain or lose speed like by touching any of the planks on the bridges. It's
case in point.
Yeah, especially with like this level, because like everything is curved. So like if you jump, like you would get like a curved jump, even if it doesn't like look like it. It could be like really bad.
Yeah. Okay. This game is starting to bully me, so it's okay though. There tries to charm? Question mark?
Definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna play it safe because I don't like that speed.
I thought you were gonna send it, and I was like, this looks like a bad idea.
Yeah, I know when to bail out, so that's fine. Missing a 2-8, I wasn't I've hit it like many times. That it's honestly normal to like miss it in a marathon setting because it's very difficult and can be inconsistent. But not as bad as this boss though.
Yeah, so if you notice, the camera is like centered on this boss, and this boss kind of like moves a lot. It's really annoying. Like sometimes even if he like falls off, like the camera will just kind of follow him for a second. And to do this boss, you have to like hit these missiles that he shoots at you. So sometimes you can just like zoom around the arena, kind of like this, but like Peas wasn't a good spot for it, and your camera will just like move around as you try and jump on one of like the bullets, and you'll just get like hit by the bullet and die. It's really bad.
Oh, I don't like where this is going. Okay,
I'm uncomfortable with this.
Yeah. In the middle. All right, we should be good now.
Yeah, I believe.
Oh, okay. This is a good finish. Nice. So in the Wii version, this boss is actually a little faster because you can hit them one by one, and then you can one cycle defeat them in that flurry attack. But for whatever reason, they decided to alter the cooldown and the knockback that he took from the missiles. So again, RNG.
Actually, one small thing that I totally just like forgot about until just now. So there's two games in the entire like Monkey Ball series that don't have stage names, and this is one of them. This is in Monkey Ball / like Super Monkey Ball on the GameCube. It's really strange that they just didn't give any of these levels names.
Yeah. Oh, this actually brings up a really good plug, I guess. So Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, before Banana Rumble, a lot of people were, just playing the game a lot, and most recently, someone developed a fan-made version of Banana Blitz into Banana Mania because they basically share the same files and of course the same engine. And shout outs to Deadline, our goat. He is our goat. He put up a community post to basically give the Banana Blitz stages their names. I don't remember them off the top of my dome, but it's so nice that like we can play these stages in Banana Mania and give them stage names
in an engine
general,
that's marginally better.
Yeah. But because I played so much Banana Blitz, I'll just refer to them as like the world name of the stage or like 3 dash, 2 dash. You know the deal. Oh yeah. Oh Lyman, could you talk about the game's music real quick while I do the skip?
Yeah. So this game's music is Banana Blitz music is kind of like just like newer, better versions of like the touch and roll music, which I personally love. I really like the touch and roll music, as like touch and roll's like biggest fan. But in Banana Blitz HD, they didn't have the licenses to all the songs, so they kind of just remastered a bunch of like different like Monkey Ball songs or took songs from other parts of Banana Blitz. But Peace is playing on a modded version of the game that just puts back the Banana Blitz music how it was in the original. And personally, I prefer this because I think some of the songs in Banana Blitz HD, not that they were weird, but some of them just didn't fit super great. So Peace just like is used to playing like this, so he's playing like this for this.
It does nothing to the core gameplay itself except give me a massive power buff. That's it.
Yes. Speaking of power buffs, Peace also plays this game with a square dead zone, which is like how a lot of the other Monkey Ball games are played, as opposed to a circle dead zone, which makes this boss a little harder, but it doesn't matter because he still did it perfectly. Yeah, it's very easy to like overshoot to the left or right with the square dead zone.
And this is actually the fastest boss in this game, because in Banana Blitz on the Wii, you had to wait like a couple of seconds for him to basically reveal the weak spot again. But thankfully, they decided to make this boss better for the speedrun. And now this is the part of the game where we get to talk about the Unity engine, because playing this on the Switch, not fun at all. Genuinely not fun. I say that because
pop quiz.
Yeah.
Remember Bridge Collision? It's like that, but everywhere. Every single one of those divots in the ground is like new collision that you can just get stopped on, and it's kind of frame rate dependent, kind of not. But if you like jump on it or like go over it like at like a low enough speed, you can just like get a bounce and then lose all of your speed, and it's really bad.
If my first death wasn't on 2-8, it would have been on here, like in the marathon setting, because collision moment. Okay, decent stairs. So this should finish at around like 94, 93. Probably 93. Yeah. Nice. So that little hole right there, only Baby and Yang Yang can go through, but because the character's hitbox size is an actual stat, Sonic can't go through there, so he has to go around, which makes up for it because he's the fastest character in the game.
Yeah, literally, that is the only stat that could like be improved from Sonic, Loki.
Just make it a little smaller.
This level scares me more than it should. It's not even hard. I don't know why it scares me.
It was not that fun on motion controls, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that's why.
Yeah. Okay, so in my mind when I was practicing commentary, I kind of told myself a lie. The bonus stage is actually the first stage where we have boost pads, which are actually a returning mechanic in Banana Rumble, which is really cool. I will be using those.
Were a great feature.
Yeah, I'll be using those boost pads to perform a skip in 8-4. It's a very precise trick. So hopefully we hit it. If we don't, it's all good.
Yeah, and I do want to ask if we have time for like messages or like any donations or anything from the host, just because like getting into the second half of this world is just pretty slow.
Well, I have one quick message from Anonymous. They donated $25 and said there should be more pets. Why aren't there more pets? And that did actually get us a third pet for Torgal, for that pet Torgal incentive, but we have 7 more pets to get, so $250 a pet, 10 maximum pets. Get those donations in. Let's pet the best boy. All right, back to the speed.
Nice.
Yeah. Perfectly timed, because we just finished this level, and that level is very fast, I'll say.
So that was like one of the last Wii strats that I wanted to port over, because the IL strat goes for a cycle skip, but that's because jumping is extremely broken in the Wii version, or at least Yanyan is like really broken. So she's able to literally skip through those cycles with those jumps. But It's more difficult to do it in this game because again, it's more dependent on your ground speed as opposed to aerial control.
Yeah, it is like, I'm pretty sure it's like possible, but it just sucks. So no, it doesn't.
Speaking of one of something else
like
that
the
sucks,
best boss in the game.
well, okay, this is the best designed boss, but they actually removed a very important strat where you can skip both of those, and yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I have to be careful
in
here.
Banana Blitz on Wii, you can just go around both of those and then not even have to like worry about actually doing like the different segments of the boss. It's still the best boss in the game, but now it's just a little bit slower, but it doesn't really even matter much.
Kind of, sorta. You can skip one of those, but if you skip both of them, the stage will soft lock.
Yeah.
So we're almost halfway done through the game. Getting through the first 4 worlds. This is basically the calm before the storm because when we get to 5-2, I'm gonna go for a very, very important revolutionary skip. At least in my opinion.
It's because it goes like back and forth. It's like a revolution. Never mind. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah, what Peace is going to be doing here, he's going to be trying to line it up in the cycle where he will jump off and then get caught by one of these like swing like pendulum things, and then kind of do the same thing off of this same like pendulum thing where he'll get like caught by the other one and get sent the other way.
Nice.
Yep, perfect. It is so much harder than it looks. It is so bad. I hate doing this strat, but Peas, like the actual just goat that he is, got it first try, not even breaking a sweat.
So the funny thing about that story is the first character I pulled the skip on was with Mimi.
I think it's easiest with Mimi, just because like the smaller ball size kind of makes it harder with like Baby or like Yan Yan. But
yeah,
with Sonic it is a bit easier, and Mimi I think has the same ball size as Sonic.
Yeah, they have the same jump stat and the same. They basically share the same stats, other than Mimi is just slightly slower. Ooh, okay. So
that scared me. I thought you were just gonna like go over the goal.
Yeah. All right. So we're just gonna not fall through the middle there. I like to attribute that stage to Fat Seesaws from Monkey Ball Deluxe. I don't know why, but it's just so similar to that stage in that aspect. Even though 99% of these stages are purely original, just like this one. It's almost like we're in a ball going in a ball, but we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
Yeah, there's a harder version of that stage later with like the same type of skip, and it is so scary.
Okay, so the one thing that we didn't talk about was the big quality of life change that this game received over the Wii version. So in between stages, you can actually change characters, but of course we're going to the next stage. Or we can retry or stage select. We usually stage select for no bosses, which makes that category much more plausible. Actually, let me shut up real quick because this skip is actually really annoying.
Yeah, it's another one of those skips where he has to line up in the cycle and then just kind of have really good movement, which is again kind of hard in a marble roller.
Ooh.
Yeah, barely not enough speed for that.
Game design moment. Ah. I got the skip, but I lost all my momentum as I was going for that. So I could have went around, but that loses a bit more time. But we can go for it again.
Yeah, getting the full skip is really, really difficult here.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Like hit the corner where it didn't even look like a corner and then like lost speed.
Okay, let's try that again. Come on, game, don't do this to me. Oh, this is not looking good. You know what? I'm gonna do something that I never do. Is just play the stage.
I've never seen you wait here before. I'm gonna be so for real.
I'm tired of taking deaths, so we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, and then with the speed, Peace wouldn't have to go around, but because he didn't do the skip and didn't have the speed, he just has to go around and like waste it.
That loses 8 seconds, by the way. I probably lost a grand total of like 38 off of that. Because deaths in this game take very long, so it is what it is. I'm not too tilted about missing that, but this game has bullied me enough times.
Yeah, one thing about like Monkey Ball runs is you can see in the top there's a timer. If you die in the stage, then that much time is basically just completely wasted, and it's like a pretty like it's a very, very accurate timer. It's a frame accurate timer. And with that, it's like sometimes you just like waste 20 seconds. You can't really do anything about it on top of like the death animation having to like load back in before the timer starts again. So it's just really easy to lose a lot of time. Like this game's pretty punishing for what it is.
Speaking of punishing, so okay. Now, Mr. Taco over here. This boss, actually, you could do a little bit of a time save, but I have to play very safe here because of the fact that
very much.
if you get like close to him, the camera turns around, so you can't really like one cycle hit him as he's going out of the water. So we have to like watch where he goes. And it looks like he's gonna go. He need to get away from him. Get away.
Yeah, you can just like get squished under his tentacle, and then he can like just push you off, and it's really bad. Especially like if you're like on the side of him and like the camera just like shifts really quickly, you can't really do anything about it. It's like kind of unreactable.
Okay, we're good. Nice. Okay, we're out of World 5. All right. Fair warning, this is actually the first time I've had my estimate under 50 minutes. So I cut it down to 45 because I play this game a lot, and I feel like it was time to give myself a challenge. So, hey, good practice.
You don't need that time anyways.
I had a practice run where I just kept inting, and I think I finished with like a 38, which is like third place on the leaderboards. So I think this run is on pace to stay in top 3. I may have lost second to myself, unfortunately, but it's fine.
Lost second to yourself is so funny. Yeah, this is the GOAT, by the way.
So this World 6, this is where I would call this like the expert side of stages. Like Worlds 1 through 2, 1 and 2 are like beginner, and then 3 and 4 are like advanced, or 3, 4, and 5 are advanced, and then the rest of it is just expert and master, basically.
Yeah, so in this game there's time trials as well, which he's kind of mentioned before. You can't play as Sonic in the time trials, which is like strange. But so there's one that's like a beginner-esque one that's just World 1. There's an advanced-esque one that goes to World 5, and then the expert one goes all the way through World 10. Also, this is that skip that I was mentioning earlier that is really scary and difficult, where Peace has to basically balance on these rails while jumping like back and forth to like avoid these things. It is so difficult. Like, I'm so happy you got that.
That one I'm really confident in. This one I'm not, because collision. Oh, case in point.
Yeah.
Case in point.
You can just get so bridge collisioned on this. It's so bad.
And I have to bail out and just like go for a 44. 45 on the dot. Okay, we take it. That's slow to my standards, but we don't take a death on that stage because then we have to go through that cycle again, which I believe it's something different if you fall off, because the cycle continues as opposed to resetting like in past Monkey Ball games.
Yeah, also one thing that's different between this game and like Banana Blitz on the Wii is those like wires would basically just be like these rails that you can just kind of jump into and then just ride along, and it's like totally fine. But there are wires in this game, since you don't have to play with motion controls. Makes some stuff a little easier, but like in general, it's harder for most players because they have to actually like balance on the wire.
And this is the best stage in the game, because if you fall off at the very end, you can kiss 30 seconds goodbye.
Yeah, this is a 30-second stage, and it is really easy to just fall out of like this track just from like the boost speed that you have. So, like, you can kind of see Pizza slowing down along some of the corners so he doesn't just fly out. And then they troll you also because there's a little jump.
Yep. All right, so this skip right here that I'm about to do, it's much harder to do, at least with Sonic, because of the fact that you have to time it so perfectly to not get hit by collision. In the Wii version, though, you can kind of make it with Yan Yan, but if you miss it, you lose like 5 seconds. And I think we got it. Okay, we got it. Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually seeing some discussion in chat. I want to clear up all of the misconceptions about in Monkey Ball, whether you control the actual like levels, or if you control the monkey in the ball, or like what you control. you actually control the gravity. At least in 1 and 2, you control the gravity. In this game, it's kind of different, but like it's mostly the same. Among all Pokemon games, you generally control the gravity. She was a little mean to you. I'm happy you didn't like. Yeah, I thought you might have like just gotten comboed by the rocks there for a second.
Yeah, I thought I was actually gonna get owned by Rock Slide. I call it Rock Slide. I'm a big Pokemon fan, so I'll call anything like after Pokemon moves. Like the funny thing is, so earlier I mentioned I play competitive Mario Kart, and this new joke that I came about, because you know the lightning item, we call it Shock. I'm like, please don't pull TM25 because that's the TM for Thunder.
This nerd.
And I remember Rock Slide being a TM in other Pokemon games, which I don't really know off the top of my head, but I just call it Rock Slide for the sake of argument here. So now we are into like the most linear road of the whole game. This is probably like my least favorite stretch of stages. That's the reason why.
Owned, yeah. So this world it's kind of a difficulty spike for like some newer players, but for people who are already like generally pretty good at Monkey Ball, it's like a pretty boring world since it's all about controlling your character like in like high speed situations or like trying to not slow down a lot so you don't like time over in some of these levels. And because of that, it's just super linear.
There we go.
There you go.
That should have went in like the first time, but it's fine. That is not a stage you want to take a death on in particular because, as I mentioned before, that like very long stage, very long death. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, this is one of those stages I was talking about where you're supposed to like maneuver on those wires. The entire level is wires, but if you're good enough, it's just like, well, I'm just gonna hold up and kind of jump.
All right, so 2 stages are a little bit scary. I mean, the first one was kind of scary too. This one's even more scary. Oh, I'm probably dead here. Yeah,
you got it. Oh, okay. I think if you went a little bit more left, it would have been fine. But
I got a really bad bounce, and I went way too high there. There we go. That's what I want.
Yeah, that looks better.
Huh?
Okay, that doesn't look better. My bad. I can't talk about my goat.
It's fine. It's fine. There we go.
There we go.
Third tries the charm.
First try. Every time. Yeah, Peas. One thing about him, he never messes up. Never ever.
Nah. Now, speaking of messing up, this is actually an RQ stage for a lot of casual players. But with Sonic. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's not what I meant. What is happening? It's okay though.
Yeah, this level is pretty difficult for new players because you have to go between like these like small platforms that don't spin and the ones that do spin, and a lot of like newer players to this series wouldn't be used to how your jumps behave on like sloped like platforms and like kind of balancing on them, so it can just be really like weird.
Oh gracious. You know, I'm thinking as to why I'm taking like so many falls. So we did talk about the frame rate earlier. Now no Johns, of course. But of course I play this game when it's like slightly lagging. But like playing Banana Blitz on like console or like literally like anything with like not so good hardware, the frame rate could just be a little tough. So I actually run this game with VSync on with 60 FPS just to have it akin to the console cycles. That's kind of what I'm used to, and it's been both a blessing and a curse.
I can't believe you said no Johns and then you started Johning.
Yes.
No way.
A magician never reveals his secrets, but I had to basically tell y'all, basically how I play this game.
Yeah, this is another one of those long linear levels where it's a little difficult if you're new to this game, but P's thousands of hours, it is very easy. It's a bit boring.
Now I need to start throwing for content because this is a stage where you do not need to throw at all. Look at that timer.
Yeah, no, there's so much time.
There we go.
And then we're getting into a boss fight that is beloved by some, I'll say.
I love the character. Shout out to Deadline again for Yoko, because we can actually play as her now in Banana Mania, which is really cool. Okay, we got
this boss fight just like terrifies me. I don't like doing that first part, and then sometimes like I just like predict what she's gonna do wrong, and then I just like get owned by like the snake thing, and I just get flown off. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess my run's done now.
So if you hit her too early, she takes less damage, which causes a 6 hit. Okay, come on, give me a bulldozer. Thank you. This won't be a 90. Nice! Oh my goodness. Okay, that's like 89. 89, 88. That's really fast. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting stellar boss fights. Like, what like this never happens. Like I play more of the levels and less of the bosses, but then now I'm just like, wow. We take it. We take it. So now we are into my favorite world of the whole game. So that boost pad mechanic that I was talking about. Oh, thanks frame rate. Thanks game. That's really cool.
That's really cool.
That can happen for one.
Yeah, I like this world a lot, except when it doesn't behave, then I don't like this world very much.
Exactly. So one thing we didn't really mention is, whoa, okay, game.
I didn't even know you can get like bridge collision there.
Yeah. I was gonna mention here, some of the timers have actually changed. So this used to be 90 seconds, or no, was it 90? Yeah, it was 90, and then it was
90, yeah.
And then they shifted it down to 60 for some reason. But then again, there wasn't bumpers on here either. They actually put bumpers there, and just to make it a little bit more difficult, I imagine. But we don't care about that.
Yeah, I mean, to just balance along the edge is just pretty difficult, but it's like not super feasible with motion controls.
All right, let's see if we hit this. Of course, on a really
first try
horrible run, I get 8-4.
Yeah, that is basically just a luck-based strat. I personally think it's like kind of frame rate dependent, but like it's still like a Unity game, so it's like not even totally deterministic. But just jumping on that slope at the right time can make you go really high and just skip having to like backtrack through the level a little bit.
Yeah. Can we get a thanks Unity in the chat for that one again? Because I got the most unnecessary bounce and I actually could not adjust for it. Okay,
okay.
That time that was on me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looked savable, but I didn't want to out you to the stream.
There we go.
There we go. If you fell there after we both said "there we go," I would have looked like a fool.
So one thing I will say is that going from 8-4 to 8-5 in nerves is not a good feeling at all. That being said, I mean, I was slightly a little nervous because that's just how it is whenever I play that stage and get a first try. But yeah, that's just one of those things.
Yeah, the speedrun metagaming of Monkey Ball is like so funny because there's just stages that are pretty easy that look kind of like flashy or difficult that are just like hard to do on nerves because you have to be kind of precise.
Okay. We got through that one pretty nicely. Oh no, please. Ooh. Please. I've had enough, game. I've had enough.
This got both of us.
All right, so we have one more boss fight, but it's not the end of the game because we have like 5 more minutes left afterwards.
Yeah, so with the boss fights, they end at World 8 because this is where like the main story ends, but there's 2 extra worlds in this game. But this boss fight is very simple. You just kind of, I'll just say you hug him for a little bit. You hug him. Yeah. Yeah, right. This boss fight does take a little bit though. So, Spef, if you have any message you want to share with us.
Absolutely. I want to let you all know that we have a new incentive open for Final Fantasy XVI to fight the Tonberry King. If you know anything about tonberries, and particularly large tonberries with crowns, this is very exciting, and we want to see this. If we can meet $1,000 by the end of that run, we will get to see Blaze add that fight to the run. So please get your donations in, and also the existing Final Fantasy XVI incentives are also open. We can continue petting Torgal, and the voice language choice is still English in the lead by only $1. Easily snipeable. So pick your favorite language, get your donations in, and let's make this voice language choice bid war a tough one. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Give us to quick.com/donate, by the way.
Oh yeah. Games.quick.com/donate.
Yeah, we can totally make that.
I almost got bodied by Shadow Ball right there.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
So the first 4 hits are guaranteed. The last 4 are RNG. And that's that. No more bosses. So before I ask for the current time, I'm going to show you all something a little cursed. So remember that we played the game of Sonic, right? Aye. Where did he come from?
He's just there. Don't worry about it. He's a part of the ride.
Okay. I predict that I'm like 33 minutes in right now.
Yeah, I think you were at maybe 33:15 or so.
Oh, okay, that's perfect, because we have like 5 more minutes left. Okay. So I say that because we actually timed this game using IGT. So basically, because this game and the console versions have very different load times, we decided to basically remove all the loads from across the 3 different consoles. And of course, the main timing method is basically loadless. Minus, of course, time spent in the pause menu, and I guess slightly other things as well. So I say that because as well, there's like, I think the current world record for extras is like close to 5 minutes. I can't remember what time I got for extras. It's like 4 minutes like 56, I think.
Yeah, Pizza's a sweet, by the way. I will never stop talking about Peace.
All right, so that's another stage that I surprisingly did not int on.
That stage is so easy to choke, but it's also like, it's not that bad. It's something that you can try at home for sure.
Exactly.
It's just a little scary.
So
fly across the level.
There's a way to skip this part. I was only able to get it as Yan Yan, but not with Sonic. And I think it's because Yan Yan's 1 extra point in jumping actually saves her from not missing that. But
yeah,
we have to go for this.
It's because her jump is really good. Yeah.
Okay.
One thing that you probably won't be used to is in the extra levels, there's going to be like at the very bottom where it says like the world name and then like the level, it's going to be a stage 9 instead of a boss, which is a little weird, but I'm used to seeing it, so it doesn't bother me. But
okay, make sure we don't get hit by that little thing there. Okay, nice.
That was a little close.
And this one is pretty easy. All we got to do is just hold up. 1, 2, 3. Do a little adjustment.
You're cheating.
There we go.
Yeah, we're getting into probably one of the most infamous worlds of this game. I'll say that.
Or of the entire series, if you're a big Monkey Ball fan.
Yeah, this world is really difficult. A lot of the levels are just like normal, difficult, kind of hard. But after the bonus level, there is going to be a stage in particular that if you grew up with this game and you got to the very end, you will recognize immediately and not like...
And I'll have a funny story to tell y'all after I beat the stage. 10-5, baby. But these stages are the calm before the storm, except this one. This is like the hardest one out of the bunch.
Yeah, this one is just, there's a bunch of squares on the ground. You can get like bridge collisioned a little bit.
And also that secret banana right there can be a little distracting if you're not used to it.
Yeah, definitely. And this level kind of is a bit difficult just because it's like all rotating cylinders that you have to jump on. But as long as you can get the cycle, it isn't that bad. You gotta just fall into the goal a little bit.
All right.
And then like, I think this is the most fun bonus level in like the entire game.
Full.
Almost done. Yeah, so Peace has to jump along those like pillars and then at the very end Peace has to jump along those pillars and then do these jumps on these like triangle floors that can just absolutely like own you. And because you are a marble in a marble game, you can just get flung to like either side depending on how you land. The stage is super punishing.
At least I get to do this strat again. All right, there we go. That's how it's supposed to happen. I hate this game. So here's my funny story about that stage. So fun fact, they actually fixed that collision. So the US version of Banana Blitz on the Wii did not have that collision. They fixed it in the Japanese and the European versions of the game. I found that out by playing the Japanese version on my Wii. It's unregion locked, so I was able to play from any region, and I was able to play in English. I'm like, okay, that shouldn't happen. It turns out that they could have released the game as an update, like a new disc. They could have done that, but no, they didn't.
They just didn't.
So fun fact as well, that was like the last Wii strat I added, but I didn't really incorporate it in my record. So that's something for me to do whenever I actually get back to playing this game. And also time is coming up. It's not going to be on this stage, but it's going to be on the next one.
Yeah, it's on the next stage, but the next stage is like a 40-second stage. So that's like a minute warning, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so far that was like really good extras minus me getting was that even a goalpost?
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm calling it how I see it. This wire is a bit difficult because you have to like curve on the wire, and the rest of this level is not that bad. It is just kind of jumping over some boost pads, and time is now.
Okay, good lord, that was.
That's my go. That was a good run.
That was a run and a half, if I say the least. Despite the trials and tribulations of Unity, that was still really good. But yeah, now's the perfect time for me to give some shout. Actually, before I even get some shout outs, there's one more thing I want to show y'all. Hold on, let's just do this real quick. So I hope y'all heard that that little
There's a little chime.
Yeah. I'm gonna load the stage up in particular. What is this? A triangle? A triangle? In my ball game?
Can't believe Gongon's stuck now.
He's stuck. He's stuck. All right. So shout outs. Let's just put this in photo mode. So first and foremost, thank y'all so much, GDQ, for allowing me to run this game for a very important cause. Natural disasters they're just not good, and we need to make sure everyone is as safe as they possibly can and are able to have access to the resources that they can get. So if you can by any means, please donate. You'd be supporting your friends, family, and really just people who deserve to just keep on going. And also,
especially some people in the speedrun community who've been affected.
Yes.
We're running in this as well.
Yes. And also, shout outs to the Monkey Ball community for showing out. It isn't every day that I choose to play this game, but like I can literally just boot it up and just game. That's just how it is. I got to show off mostly everything that I want to show off, so that's all that matters to me. And also, if you're interested in staying up to date with current Monkey Ball stuff, I implore you all to join the Super Monkey Ball Banana Era Discord server. I think if you go to the Banana Rumble speedrun.com page,
I'm pretty sure it's on all three: BBHD, Banana Rumble, and Banana Mania. Right.
Okay. Yeah. So if you go to those speedrun pages, you can definitely access the Banana Era Discord. We're definitely super active, especially with the new game. And of course, if you want to see the fastest times completed for each level, for individual levels, go to smbelite.net. Shout outs to Deadline again, our goat, getting lots of shout outs. Him and Tony SMB have been working on basically preserving a lot of records from past Monkey Ball games. Now, of course, not every game is included at the moment, but we're including the ones that have had lots of popularity in the with the old leaderboards in the past. So yes. But yeah, so if you want to follow me, go to twitch.tv/PSMB, and I think that's it. Limey, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/limey_SR. That's where you can find me. I'm doing a run later in this event, so just I can do the rest of my shout outs there. But thanks everyone for watching Monkey Ball. This is a great time. Thanks for having me, Peace.
All right. Take care, everyone.